Hackers may have leaked the social security numbers of every American. Now it's Democrats who want the House to investigate X for political censorship. And Opera's AI-focused web browser 1 is now on iOS. It's Wednesday, August 14th, and this is Engadget News. Several months after a hacking group claimed to be selling nearly 3 billion records stolen from a prominent data broker, much of the information appears to have been leaked on a forum. According to Bleeping Computer, the data dump includes 2.7 billion records of personal info for people in the U.S., such as names, social security numbers, potential aliases, and all physical addresses they are known to have lived at. The data, which is unencrypted, is believed to have been obtained from a broker called National Public Data. It's said that the business assembles profiles for individuals by scraping information from public sources and then sells the data for the likes of background checks and looking up criminal records. A proposed class action suit was filed against National Public Data over the breach earlier this month. In April, hacking collective USDOD attempted to sell 2.9 billion records it claimed was stolen from the company and included personal data on everyone in the US, UK, and Canada. The group was looking for $3.5 million for the whole 4-terabyte database. But since then, chunks of the data have been leaked by various entities. Previous leaks included phone numbers and email addresses, but those reportedly weren't included in the latest and most comprehensive dump. As such, you won't be able to check whether your information has been included in this particular leak by punching your email address into Have I Been Pawned. The data includes multiple records for many people, with one for each address they are known to have lived at. The dump comprises 2 text files that amount to a total of 277 gigabytes. It's not really possible for any independent body to confirm that the data includes records for every person in the U.S., but as Bleeping Computer points out, the breach is likely to include information on anyone who is living in the country. The publication states that several people confirmed the information that the dump has on them and their family members, including some dead relatives, is accurate. But in other cases, some social security numbers were associated with the wrong individuals. Bleeping Computer posits that the information may have been stolen from an old backup, as it doesn't include the current home address for the people whose details its reporters checked against the data. In any case, it's worth taking some steps to protect yourself against any negative repercussions from the leak, such as fraud and identity theft. Be extra vigilant against scammers and phishing attacks that look to obtain access to your online accounts. The House Judiciary Committee ranking member Jerry Nadler, a Democrat from New York, sent a letter to his committee's chair, Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio, on Thursday, urging him to investigate inaccurate information about the presidential election on X. Jordan, a self-proclaimed free speech advocate, has relentlessly pursued claims that social platforms have censored conservative voices. For a little taste of what Jordan considers censorship, he cried foul when platforms removed bogus COVID conspiracies during the height of the pandemic and banned Donald Trump for inciting a mob to storm the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Nadler cited reports that Grok, X's AI chatbot, falsely claimed Democratic nominee and Vice President Kamala Harris missed deadlines in 9 states, making her ineligible to appear on their ballots. Harris did not miss any deadlines and will appear on all 50 states' ballots. In addition, Nadler pointed to reports that Musk's social platform suspended the group White Dudes for Harris after it hosted an event that raised over $4 million from over 200,000 people for the vice president's campaign. The account was barred due to a user report accusing it of violating rules against evading suspension, which was never explained further. After X reinstated the White Dudes account the following day, the same profile was labeled as spam after being falsely accused of manipulating the platform, limiting its reach. Nadler also mentioned prominent journalists with left-leaning accounts finding their X profiles accidentally suspended. Musk has seemingly had no issue policing accusations of the censorship of right-wing figures. Nadler's letter cites the platform's swift response to false posts, claiming to derive from internal X software, which stated Musk, Trump, and other far-right personalities were exempt from policies banning racial slurs. The account posting the false images was suspended within hours, and they were soon tagged with warning labels about manipulated media. X confirmed that multiple accounts were suspended for sharing the bogus pictures. Opera One, the browser with a focus on generative AI features that Opera launched for desktop last year, is now available for iOS devices. It retains its desktop counterpart's cleaner look, but it comes with a full-screen interface and features specifically designed for mobile use. The company said it experienced a 63% growth in new users across the European Union after the Digital Markets Act was implemented. And now it has embraced the opportunities presented by the new regulatory landscape. Users will be able to move their search bar to the bottom of the screen if that will make it easier to type in queries on the go, especially if they're only using one hand. You can also activate the search bar simply by swiping down in the same way that you'd swipe down to look for apps on your phone as well. In addition, the browser's updated search function can make it faster to look up information. As soon as you start typing, a set of predictive chips will show up right above the keyboard with several possible options, including complete URLs for websites that you may want to visit. And since Opera One has a focus on generative AI features, it comes with the company's Aria built-in browser assistant. Aria now has voice input so users can speak queries out loud. Plus, users will be able to ask Aria to generate images using Google's Imagen 2 image generation model. Finally, since Opera puts a focus on security, the One iOS browser comes with a built-in ad blocker and free VPN. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from contributors Chris Holt, Will Shanklin, and Mariella Moon, and was voiced and produced by me, Steve White, from a little boutique sound studio from Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.